And the war of the genders on YouTube just keeps rolling on. Black men versus black women versus black men. And as this battle rages on, I've come to the conclusion that when it comes to black love, white men are winning. Yes, I said white men are winning when it comes to black love. White men are the culmination of everything to some black women. White men are the perfect gentlemen. White men are the perfect fathers and husbands and breadwinners. They have great sense of humor. They're responsible. And they're the most caring men that a black woman will ever meet. And guess what? White men love dark chocolate and naturally textured hair, right? Well, at least that's what some black women say. You see, all these things, these positive attributes that black women say about white men, they can be said about black men, believe it or not. All these things black men are, and I mean every positive thing that black women have mentioned about white men, black men are as well. But here's where it gets tricky. You see, when a black man has all those attributes, being a gentleman, being responsible fathers and husbands and breadwinners, a lot of black women are no longer interested in that black man. And they call him boring and predictable and lame and a nerd. And of course, you know the rest of the story. They go after the thugs. I don't have to repeat what happens. You hear it all the time about black women chasing thugs. But apparently there are a group of black women who are crazy about nerds as long as they're white. But you know how the most educated, professional black women say that the reason they're single is because they can't find a black man on their level financially, professionally. So they have to resort to dating outside their race or staying single. And I just think that reasoning is so full of hypocrisy. Remember the movie a few years ago, maybe many years ago, called Something New? It starred Sanaa Lathan, the beautiful, yummy Sanaa Lathan. When she meets a white guy, they fall in love, they get married, and black women cheered and high-fived and cried because that gave them all hope that one day they'll be able to find their white knight too. Now, check this out. This black woman's character fell in love and married a man making much less than she was making, but that's okay because he's white. It just seems to me that black women are more accepting of a white guy even when he's not on her level. As long as he's white, it seems to be the only thing that matters. A black man couldn't qualify had he had the same credentials as this white guy did. And I noticed something else. A white guy can be a stone racist and black women would still love them. She'll say something like, well, he ain't racist towards me. I know he don't like black men. Shit, I don't like him either. And then there's some black women who just think that their pussy is gonna change the world. They think that their pussy is just going to eradicate racism and bring forth mixed babies and just change the world. I remember watching Divorce Court Before the Vows, and there was an interracial couple. It was a white guy and a black female. She was a beautiful female, dark chocolate, short hair. And her whole existence in this relationship was to prove to the world that they can thrive in a world where people were trying to pull them apart. That was her whole existence, that they can prove to the world as an interracial couple that they can love each other and they can overcome any challenges that might face them and face their relationship. That's where her whole heart was settled on when it came to dating. And the guy that she was dating, in his mind, he was just thinking, hey, this girl is sexy and I wanted to date her. And that was it. I wasn't ready for, hey, let's take on this world and try to stop racism. Let's take on this world and let's try to overcome challenges. He wasn't thinking that. He was like, man, she's got a nice ass and nice tits. I sure would like to fuck her. That was pretty much all he wanted. He just wanted to date her. He didn't want to marry her. And so at the end of the show, I believe they ended up breaking up because he simply told the judge that, hey, I just wanted to date her. I didn't want to go through all of this. I wasn't trying to change the world. I just thought she was hot and wanted to fuck her, basically. But I kind of went off course there. But, a question came to mind while I was thinking about that divorce court's case. And do you know why a racist white man would fuck a black woman? Just think about it. Because he's fucking a black woman. Keyword is fucking. Because pussy is pussy. He's gonna come in your pussy just like he would a white woman, an Asian woman, a Hispanic woman's pussy. Yours is no different. But because you believe that another black man's dick will never penetrate you, you think your pussy is special. What's funny out of these gender wars that I hear about on YouTube, black men versus black women versus black men, what's funny is out of the millions and millions of black men who still love you and cherish you and want to marry you and do all the things that you would want them to be in a husband and a father, you pay attention to the few who don't love you. The voices of the few who don't love you, they stand out the most. And out of all the millions, and I mean the tens of millions of white men, Asian men, and Hispanic men who hate you, and I mean hate you. They call you animals, they call you monkey, and I'm just talking about the ones that live in this country. I haven't even mentioned the rest that live around the world and how they think about you. They say you're the worst thing that God ever created. You only pay attention to the few who like you, and you thrive for this attention for the few that like you.